Hello. Welcome to the second part. We're still waiting for 5 more minutes and then we're gonna start with the second part of the tutorial at 5 p.m. officially. Welcome, EdWatch. Can you hear me well? I got a new mic, so I'm not sure if it's fine, but I think it's okay. Welcome guys, welcome. We gotta wait a couple of more minutes and then we can start. So today we're doing the second part, which is the middle part of the rifle. So we'll see how it goes. That should be fine. Nothing special. Welcome guys. If you got any questions or if something's unclear or if I'm going too fast or something like that, just let me know. Just spam in the chat. I'm watching chat, so feel free to interact. Grab a coffee or tea or something, your favorite beverage, and have a seat and join us. My mouse is still squeaking, so as you can hear. But it's gonna be fixed for the next one. It's gonna be mostly about unwrapping, but if there's something else you wish to know, just drop us a question and maybe we can go through it if it's not too complicated, because I have done the preparation for this, so the model is ready, but we can model something extra if you wish to see some read topology or something like that. It's gonna be unwrapping, and then for the end result there's gonna be import and baking in Substance Painter, and then we'll see if there's any more questions or anything else. We can go through it. Still counting down, so 4 more minutes. What would you like to see, Ed? Oh, FBX and importing, or for unwrapping, or what's the issue? No, I'm not using the bridge currently because the bridge is being developed, redone, so it's not working properly, so I'm exporting by hand for Rizom, and then I'm using FBX for Painter. Because I explained this in my last tutorial. If you want to do unwrapping, you should just export an OBJ, because OBJ stores less information and it's more stable. And then when you do the unwrapping, you have to import it to Max and set the smoothing groups again, and then you can export an FBX, which will be better for Painter. So yeah, we're still waiting. I had an issue in my last tutorial, you can check it out, it's down there, there's a link. I had an issue because I exported OBJ for Rizom and then I exported OBJ back. Yes, I agree. FBX is currently being debugged, so it's gonna be stable soon, hopefully. I've been informed they're working on it, so they're gonna fix it soon. But yeah, I was saying, if you need just regular unwrapping or nothing special, you can just use OBJ instead. It works every time, most of the times. Yeah, FBX can be crazy sometimes. well, usually when exchanging formats between different software, it can cause problems. So sometimes you have to switch to OBJ and then re-export. It can get complicated, but if one format doesn't work, you can try the other one or try pulling it through another software. It's just the way it is. FBX is not working properly, so it's not Rizom's fault, I think. It's 3ds Max. But hey, 3ds Max is full of bugs and everybody loves it because of it. Yeah, I can imagine. You can just pull it through another software maybe. I don't know, try that. And assign multi-material somewhere else. So 1 more minute and then we can start officially. Hopefully you guys had a nice Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully you're relaxing during holidays. Okay, so it's officially 5 p.m. and we can start. So yeah, everybody, welcome to the stream. It's a smaller number today, I guess, but hopefully more people will come along. Today we're working on, just a second, we're gonna be working on this part of the rifle, the middle one. So this is gonna be our goal today. This whole thing, except this. And we're gonna skip the gate part and the inners and the spring, because we're gonna leave that for additional tutorial where I'm gonna hit all the smaller parts such as screws, like these guys maybe, the sight, the magazine, maybe this screw. We'll see, but today we're focusing on the red parts mostly. So let's get started. I'm gonna minimize this for now. By the way, if you don't know what it is, it's PureRef. It's an awesome software where you can just pull your photos and instantly organize them like this, and then you can just hit Control P, it's gonna make a grid. You can hit Control O, it's gonna make the canvas fit right and stuff like that. It's a very, very good software if you're working with references, because you can zoom in indefinitely, so it really helps out when you have a lot of photos to look over, so you don't have to scroll through Windows Photo Manager, which sucks. So let's open the model. Let me show you guys what we're doing today. Just a second. Maybe my voice is a bit ruined because I had a cold a couple of days ago, so hopefully it's better than the last time. So this is what we're doing today. We have done this part in our last tutorial, so I'm gonna hide it. It's no use for us. So today we're focusing on these parts mostly. The cap, the grip, the middle part, upper rail, operating rod handle, magazine release, switcher, trigger, stuff like that, simple stuff. So as said, I'm gonna do the gates on another tutorial, and the spring and some additional details for this model. The shading currently looks a bit broken, but it doesn't really matter because we're gonna put one smoothing group over it anyway, so it's gonna look broken anyway, so it's fine. So let's get started. I'm just gonna start exporting this to Rizom straight away. If you guys have any more question about topology modeling or anything else, just ask away. But the intention of this tutorial is basically baking and unwrapping, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm not gonna name anything yet. I'm just gonna start exporting everything. Wait, let me just hide the high poly. No, I'm just gonna select it like this. Yes, there we go. One by one. So this and this blue part, the green one, purple, the screw, Not forget the screw handle. As you can see, some models, some parts are clipping through other, because I made them up to scale to the current high poly, and after we bake I'm gonna scale it down so it fits properly in the holes. So we're gonna do that after the bake, before the import to the painter. This, and we got another part down here. I think that's everything. So we're gonna start with this. So let's select everything, export selected, like that, and I'm gonna put it to my Rizom folder, part 2. So export. I'm gonna use the OBJ because it stores less information, so it's gonna, hopefully there's gonna be less errors or bugs. So let's call this middle part, doesn't really matter. Keep everything the same, you don't have to export materials. There we go. I'm just gonna save before we switch to Rizom. Just a second. Oh, there we go. It's saving. It's a big file. A lot of stuff going on. But hopefully it's gonna happen eventually, and hopefully today we'll be able to export our parts, the high poly parts, for baking, because last time I had problems with Max. There we go, looks fine. So let's start with Rizom. So today is gonna be a bit faster tutorial because I explained a lot of shortcuts, a lot of intro in my last one. But as said before, if you don't understand something or you didn't see the last one, just ask a question, we can go through it again, it's not a problem. So we said part 2, export middle part. Oh, there we go, topology errors. So it's gonna be marked, there we go. So this is the first thing I skipped last time, because last time I had a fixed model already. And as you can see, Rizom clearly shows where there's topology errors. So let me just inspect that really fast, if there's something that we have to fix. Maybe these guys. I'm not sure what happened here, so let me check in Max once again. I think this edge maybe is not welded. Well, it does seem welded. Yes, this looks fine. What else? So that's gotta be here. Topology errors. Let's have a look. I know this is not the nicest. Oh, here we go. This one. I'm just gonna delete that and weld this. My Max is a bit slow today. It's a cold day, what can you expect? Happens. There we go, like that. That should be fixed. What else? This back part right here. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. We have a middle one right here. We don't need that. So that one's solved. What else? This one needs back facing, so this is okay. There's an issue here. This is fine. So let's check that as well. I think it's just not welded. No, it is welded. There we go. That was the problem. Like that. Now it should be fine. So let's export that once more. Now everything should be fixed. Like that. So let's see. Let's re-import. Reload. No. Additional topology errors, but now it's fine. There we go. That looks clean. As you can see, Rizom indicates if there's an error, so you can go check it out. So as said, I'm gonna use the same workflow I used last time. I'm gonna start hiding parts and then start unwrapping piece by piece. And then I'm gonna unhide everything, and then we can pack, re-export, export to Painter, and then bake. That's gonna be our game plan for today. So maybe let's start with this part right here. I'm gonna select it, Control I to isolate, hide this part with H. And now we can use the same principle as last time. I'm gonna cut on hard edges, which makes sense because this is a hard edge unwrapping tutorial. So this is a hard edge, of course. And there we go. I cannot use symmetry because I wanted to save polygons, so everything is not really symmetrical. Okay, this part is, but most of the parts are not. So it doesn't matter. So here we go, one island already done. I'm gonna make a cut right here. Oh, there we go. Maybe I should. Okay, before we go any further, I'm just gonna go back for a second and add additional edges here, because it's gonna make better, I think. So we just need this one, like that. So let's re-export that. Better down now than after. Like that. So yeah, our unwrapping is gonna reset now. Reload. No. Okay. Like that. There we go. As said, let's start over. Invert, hide, select edges. Like that. Double clicking, holding Control. And selecting loops. Gonna press C to cut. Here we go, one island is done. Now we can cut this guy right here, and then we can cut. Let's try with symmetry. Okay, it's working, so it's good. Oh yeah, but we don't want to cut it with symmetry. Okay, never mind that. Maybe we can select this loop. It's gonna be a bit faster. Like that. So yeah, this is gonna be an additional island, and then we're gonna have this island, and we're gonna cut it in the front. We have to make additional cuts here and here. We could use symmetry for that. So C is for cut. We have to make additional cuts because these are gonna be strips, like that. And there we go, this part is already basically ready for unwrapping. So select all, U, O, P. There we go. Okay, we got an error here. What is this? Oh, there we go. Like that. So maybe we can hold O for a bit more relaxation here. There we go. Okay, this looks okay for now. So move it away, unhide everything, hide, like that. So let's continue with this part. Control I, H, like that. Now we got an additional loop here, which we don't really need, this one, but I'm not gonna go back and remove it. I'm gonna keep it like it is, so like this. There we go, hard edge. This is a hard edge. We got additional hard edges here. Cut. Let's use symmetry here, it's gonna be faster. There we go, cut. Symmetry off. We can make a cut here because this is a strip. This is a strip. And this is a strip. Okay, this... Oh, we're missing something. We're missing this edge. There we go. Cut. Symmetry off. Select everything. U, O, P. There we go. Good. Unhide everything. Hide this group as well. Like that. Now let's continue with this one. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There we go. An error. we forgot to connect this. Yeah, this will be a problem. Maybe I should just redo it while I still can. I don't want to lose too much progress, but yeah. It is what it is. This is what happens every time because you have to import it a couple of times to see the problems. I'm just gonna make simple connections like this. I don't really care about topology here because this is in the handle part. Nobody will ever see this, especially not in the game engine. So maybe if you did a nice render in Marmoset or something like that, like a turntable, somebody could see it and notice errors, but for game engine this should be fine. So yeah, now we have to re-export everything and redo everything, but as you can see it's going pretty fast. There we go. Oops, why did I do that? I'm too fast on my trigger. Export. Oh, great. Middle party. Yeah, it is the part of the game. Export, re-export, re-import. So let's unhide everything and let's see. Reload UVs. No, I don't want to save changes because it doesn't really matter. It's a different model. So Control I, hide. Let's cut again. We're gonna use symmetry this time. Like this. Cut it. Cut it. Got it. Symmetry off. And we forgot this part before, I think. These guys got symmetry on. There we go. Symmetry off. So let's go. Alt A, UOP. Whoa, 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 we're missing a cut here. Let's go again, UOP. Hold O to get a bit more relaxation. Like that. And we're missing a cut here. So let's go again, UOP. Hold O for that. There we go. And this is good basically. So yeah, let's pack it, move it away, unhide everything, hide this. Now let's go with this, invert hide, double click, let's use symmetry here, double click this, make a cut. And we're gonna cut strips here, like that. And this one. So, symmetry off before unwrapping. Unfolding, basically. Oh, we missed something? Oh, of course. There we go. Like that. Move it on the side, unhide everything, hide a whole bunch. And now go to this part, finally. So we should make a cut here. We're not gonna cut here because this is a nice beveled edge. So we're just gonna cut like this instead. There we go. We're gonna need this as well. And this one. We will need a strip. So this part. And we have to make a cut here. Like that. This looks fine. So let's see. Maybe this part. Oh, I already made a cut. So about this? Let's go like this. Cut, and then additional cuts like these. Whoops, no, we made that long. Like that. You want to be systematic about your cuts, so if you're going over the edge on one, do the same thing on the other, so you don't get different results. Like that. This looks okay. So select all, UOP, like that. Move it on the side, unhide everything, hide this bunch. Quick question about the handlebar just now. What if text decal was to be under, the unwrap will be the same? It really depends on your text, but in Painter you have different painting modes. I can show you that after when we import it, but basically you have different painting modes. You can paint on your UV islands, you can paint directly in the camera angle. You have different options, so you can solve problems in different ways. Really depends on your situation, but oh, we got an angle on here. This sucks. Whatever, we're gonna leave it like that. It should be fine. So let's continue. Yeah, I will show you the answer to that question when we get to Painter. So, magic wand. Let's see if this works. Because last time I had trouble. Why is this skipping my... Oh. Never mind. As said before, sometimes hand selection is faster. Cut, cut, cut. Oh, that didn't get cut. Nice. So let's just reselect. Like that. Cut. You have to press really hard. There we go. This part. Let's just select. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna use edge selection here. This magic wand can be crazy sometimes. Like that. And now we have to cut only this part now. Like this. So yeah, I'm not talking about the theory right now because I explained it in the last tutorial, but basically you want to cut where your hard edges are, which kind of makes sense. Some people don't understand this, so I'm gonna say it again. Cut. Basic rule of thumb is use 45 degrees angle as your hard edges, but sometimes you can use lower angles or higher angles depending on your situation, but in general 45 degrees is gonna give you good results, I would say. And now we have to turn this to a strip, so let's use this edge down here. This is fine. Select all, UOP, there we go, like that. Move it to the side and hide everything, hide again. So we're making progress. We did a lot in a small amount of time because that's what Rizom is. Hide everything. So let's do that again. Oh, there we go. The problems. We forgot to connect. I'm not redoing that. I'm just gonna leave it for now. Gonna fix it for the video, and for the final model. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that because it's invisible. Nobody will see it. But if you want to stay clean and do things nicely, then you should fix it later. So I'll probably redo this unwrap at some point in my life. As usual, you never get your unwrap done in the first try because it's a process, so it takes a couple of tries. Maybe I don't even need this face, but I'm gonna leave it for now. As said, I'm gonna fix it later. So let's select these guys. Click, 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 click. You could probably utilize hard edge selection for something like this, but in my experience, sometimes experimenting with new stuff can take longer than just doing it by hand. As you can see, this is rather fast, so I don't want to overcomplicate simple stuff like that. And now let's redo that right here. I mean, you could use similar edges, but I really don't want to select and deselect and try to do it faster, and then it takes longer. It's just easier doing it by hand for me. Wait, this was a wrong cut. We need these guys as well. Like that. Bottom part as well. I haven't tested this model, so hopefully we won't get any baking errors. If we do, you have to redo the whole thing. But it's part of the game, I guess. So there we go, and then maybe we could cut here, because we have topology errors, of course. Maybe like that. So select all, UOP. No obvious errors so far, so it looks fine. Move it on the side, unhide all, select the bunch and hide it. Now let's continue. You can utilize isolate as well, but yeah, this is my workflow and I'm kind of used to using it like this. There are always better and faster ways to do things, but I'm kind of used to my workflow, so I don't really utilize all the options the Rizom gives you, but I do challenge you to explore them and see what you can get with as less clicks as possible. I sometimes like my clicks, so I like to do things by hand sometimes. Cut, like that. Cut, and cut. And this one's fine. Select all, UOP. Good. Side, unhide all. Select all, hide. Invert, hide. So again, same thing. Cut. Like that. As you can see, I have some unconnected edges, but that's life. You have to redo stuff, but it's fine. So again, select all, UOP, magic key binding, hide all, hide this bunch. Let's see what else. Maybe the trigger. So F is for focus. You can see my shortcuts in the center of the screen, in case you don't know some of them. We're gonna leave this as an island and do the same over here. Cut. Here we go, like that. Now this is interesting, and I'm gonna cut it like this, just because it's gonna give us a nice soft edge here, I think, hopefully. You're never sure with unwrapping, you just have to try. Trial and error, basically. Like that. As said, hard edges, but this... let me just check. Great. I have a low quality photo. Just let me check on another one. Maybe we should just... yeah. Just gonna cut it like... No, you know what? I'm not gonna cut it like that. I'm gonna leave have this welded. To cut here. That. This is gonna give better results in baking, I think. We're gonna get a nice smooth edge here. Still jagged, but smooth. And then have to make this is fine. This is fine. Only thing left is this edge right here and this one, I think. Oh, you see, you have to be consistent with your selection, like that. And I think this is ready. Just a second. Yeah, let's have a look. We're getting some overlapping here, which I do not want. So I'm gonna cut here as well. Like that. No overlapping now. Wait, which part is this? Maybe we should go. So we don't need this one. We're gonna cut here and weld here, and do the same here. Cut here, weld here, and weld here. Again. That. You see, this is my problem because my geometry sucks. Just a second, let me see which vertex is this. Oh, it's not connected. Lovely. I guess a lot of geometry errors, but it's fine. It's trigger. No, we'll probably see this. If we get some baking errors, we're gonna fix it. So like that. So let's go with this one now. This one is rather simple. Double click, and double click. Couple of double clicks, basically. Like that. There we go. And since we need a strip, we're gonna cut it below. Makes sense because this is an FPS game, and we're gonna be looking at it from this angle, so it's better to hide your seams under. This one is simple, like that. Hide all, and now invert. Now this is a loop, lovely. Let's see if we can utilize some additional stuff, such as auto select. No, auto select, where is it? So, there we go. That was pretty simple. So basically there's this auto select sharp edges feature. You can change your angle value right here, and then you have three options. You can just select the edges, you can select and cut and flatten, and you can do the whole select, cut, flatten, optimize pack in one click. But I want to select first so I can see what's my selection. This looks okay for now. So let's make a cut. We're gonna need a few additional ones. This one, these guys as well. You wanna try to avoid small islands, but if you can't, you can't, so you gotta live with it. But this looks fine. I think this, oh, we need a additional cut here. Like that. So select all UOP. And there we go. We can hold O for this one to get it a bit more relaxed. It's not really beautiful. Oh, of course, we want to cut these edges as well, because we want them hard. Like that. Lovely. There we go. Cut that. Now this should give us a better result. Oh, of course. This one as well. Like that. So you can see a lot of small islands. You want to skip that if you can, but in this case we really can't if we want a nice bake, so just gonna leave it like that. So let's hide this. And now the screw. Oh, this is rather simple. Everything is basically rather simple. Unwrapping is not that complicated. I think people tend to overcomplicate things. As you can see, this is an hang-on, which is not the best thing to do, but we're gonna triangle it anyway, so it should work. Hopefully. Additional cut here because we want a hard edge. We need a strip, so this needs a cut and should be cut here. I'm not sure. It really depends on the screw. So let me just check really quick. Yes, we're gonna cut. So this one and this one as well. Like that, and then this. Yep, this is fine. Like that. Yes, move to the side, unhide all, hide all. Let's do a couple of more smaller parts and then we're gonna move to the bigger parts. So let's isolate that. Like that. Oh, great. Gotta select this by hand. That. Maybe we can try with edges again. It usually works on shapes like this. Yeah, this is fine. All the cuts we need. Almost all the cuts we need. Should we cut here or here? I'm gonna cut on the nose because the nose is facing away from us. We will not be able to see the cut in the game. So this is a strip. This, and this is a strip. Let's have a look what we got so far. So yeah, I don't like this. So I'm gonna cut here as well. And here. Yeah. Oh, as you can see, this is a one strip. So we shouldn't keep it like this. We will need additional cut, so let's just do this instead. Yes, better. As you can see, this will straighten out. Oh, or not? What am I missing here? Oh, sorry, this is my island. Yes, exactly. Let's go with these guys like this. Yeah, this looks better. Should we cut it in a strip or not? No, because it's plainer. that. Move it to the side and hide all. Like that. As you can see, we got a problem here. Something's not welded. But hey, yep, it's not welded. That's why it's giving it errors. It's orange. It's indicating a cut. So this bad boy, this one is rather simple. We're gonna cut it here because of a nice soft edge. And cut it. Oh, come on. Cut it here. Like that. Oh, we need a strip as well. So let's use this one. It's the hidden one. Like that. UOP. There we go. Everything relaxed. Unhide. Hide. Let's do this one. So this one we can use the tool, but it's a strip, so we need to relax it somehow. Maybe we can do 2 of them. It's gonna take less space. As you can see, we have additional edge here, which we don't really need, but it's okay. I'm well below the poly count limit, so it's not a problem. I'm not bothered by a couple of additional polygons. So that's that. Oh no, we have this part as well. So yeah, this one should work the same. Yes, like this. Cut the strip and cut the strip. Like that. And now 2 biggest parts, the more complex ones. So I'm gonna start with the lower one. It's rather simple, it's the same thing. So can I use symmetry here? I can't because I don't have a center edge. But it doesn't matter, selecting in Rizom is rather fast. That, my squeaky mouse squeaking again. Like that. That's okay, I think. Let me check. We need a couple of more. That. Like that. So let's select these islands first. Oh, we're missing a cut somewhere. We are missing a cut somewhere, and it's right here. So so maybe we should terminate this. I'm not sure. Give me a second. No, let's just have a look what we get. So I don't like this shape. It's very weird. So I'm gonna cut this here so we get a bit more relaxation in, like this. So I'm gonna move this to the other side and hide it for now. We got a hard edge going on here, but I don't know if we should cut it. You see? Yeah, we should make a cut here. Makes sense. So let's do that first. Like that. And then the back part again. I mean, you can try using the auto seams and then fix stuff as you go, but I don't like that kind of a workflow. going back to stuff and redoing them, so let's, yeah, like that. Like that. A couple of more hard edges. Like that. These guys, too bad I don't have a center edge, so we could just use symmetry here, but I'm trying to save poly count on center edge. It's giving me additional polygons which I don't need, so I kinda deleted it, as you can see. There we go. Cut that. Same thing here. The same thing here. Don't forget the small parts. This one, this one. These guys as well. And this one as well. This, and we're gonna put it back. Is there an error here? Yes, of course there's an error here. We forgot to connect something, so let's do that. Oh, I'm missing a cut somewhere. It's right here. Like that. Hopefully this is not going to overlap. If it does, we're gonna fix it in the straightening part. Oh, I'm missing additional cut somewhere. And those are gonna be these guys, I think. Oh, yeah, of course. I need to separate this as well. As you can see, there's a bit of topology errors, but doesn't matter. It's going in the game engine anyway. It's gonna be triangles. Whoops, wrong one. This one. So, yes, finally an island. Okay. So, these guys as well. Oh, come on. It's a bit tedious, but it's actually relaxing. It's like doing a crossword or something like that. Yeah, this is a problem. This will be a problem. This will be a problem, but hopefully not a huge problem. I'm not gonna redo the whole unwrapping now. We're too far in the unwrapping process, so I'm gonna do it later for the replay video. Oh, come on. And this looks right. Yes, and we have to do the same thing on the other side because it's symmetrical. So if you got any questions, please keep spamming. I'm doing this for you guys, so if there's questions, I'm happy to answer them. Like that. Got it. Oh, come on. to cut a strip. So let's pick these guys right here. They're the least visible ones. So I think this is good. Yes, it looks okay. So let's start hiding stuff. So first, oh, there we go, we're missing. Cut here. Check. Okay, looks fine. Yes, there we go. So let's optimize this part first. As you can see, Rizom is pretty good at this. But this will not be a good part for packing. So maybe we should split it by the middle. It's gonna get better results, but we're gonna have a seam here, which is not that great. But we'll see. It's yes, exactly. The same thing Chop said, you can bring this to max and then edit topology, bring it back and just relax additional polygons that got warped, the new ones if you're cutting or connecting something. So hopefully this will be good for bake, maybe not. I'm not sure and there's no way for me to know at the moment. Yeah, as you can see, this is not welded, so this will definitely be a problem. Yeah, I can't even weld it since it's not physically welded as geometry. So for instance, this one is, as you can see. But yeah, this should get better results. So let's take that somewhere, hide it. No, not group it, hide it. All the islands here. Make sure you select everything. Ugh, these are not lovely. These are not lovely. Let's redo that. We're gonna make cuts here instead, so we get better baking results. Cut that and weld this back. Like that. There we go. Just select everything. This is much better. So this one as well, just a strip, move it, hide it. Now let's see what we get here. So hold O to straighten things out. Interesting. Interesting. As you can see, we are missing a connection here, so we'll do that, redo that. But everything else, I'm not sure about this part, if this is gonna cause us problems in baking. Hopefully not. I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see. So for now, this looks fine. Hide it. This one's simple. These guys as well. Like that. So we're making progress, So we want to cut this on the lower edge. Wait, this will be interesting to cut. So we need a cut here first. Let's see if it, no, it doesn't work with symmetry, of course. So let's cut that first. And then we could maybe try this one. No. Let's go with hard edges first and then we'll figure out the rest of it. like that. There's a lot of trial and error, but it's part of the whole process. So if you want to do unwrapping, just get used to it, because there's no real way around it. As you can see, my topology here is wonderful. There's no connection. But yeah, I just missed it, I guess. I wanted to skip testing the unwrapping before stream because I wanted to encounter as much errors as I can, so we can solve them on stream, because we want to make a real life situation as much as possible, because it does happen to me as well all the time. So don't be sad if you can't get something unwrapped properly. It takes time, I guess. And we're gonna do this like that, and now we have to figure out the rest of it. So this is a strip. Okay, let's flatten what we can like that. That looks lovely. And now we have to make a cut somewhere. Maybe we can follow this edge. Maybe this will give us nice results. Maybe not. Not really sure yet. The only way to know is test it, bake it, fix the errors. Best way to find out. So that's fine. Need a cut here as well. Here as well. Here as well. Like that. Oh, of course. Like that. For some parts it's better to make cuts, and for some it's not, and I think this is the one where well, maybe I am, because the shading does change, so it makes sense to make hard edge. You don't want to make too many islands, you want to be sparse with your cutting, but if you can't avoid something, you just can't avoid it and cut away. Really depends what your end goal is. If it's something very, very simple, some low poly or something, I think you have to be careful, because those games are usually run on mobiles, so mobile phones. So the models have to be simple, the baking has to be simple, everything has to be minimalized. So same thing with unwrapping. As said, we're gonna make a cut right here. And right here. We're missing these guys. These guys. There we go. Hopefully, guys, this is interesting to you. I mean, I can just keep talking away, but not much to say about this. You select an edge and you cut it. If you think it's a hard edge, there's no great wisdom about this. Takes a bit of trial and error, but yeah, like that. That should be fine. Let's go like that. I just don't want to be repeating myself and just saying the same stuff all over again. So that's why I'm quiet in some moments. You can only hear the squeaky mouse. Always there for you. Like that. looks good. Yeah. Like that. And now the final part. Oh, of course, let's do the inside first. Like that. So we have this island. Okay, we're missing a cut right here. And one right here. Now let's see. So this is good. I think this should be fine. Like that. You have to hold O for a bit so it straightens out. As you can see. Do not worry of this overlapping, we're gonna fix it after, so it's normal. What is this small part? Oof, we made a bad cut. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. So select the last parts. Hold O for a bit. Move it away on height. So this is done. We can move it to the pile and hide it. And now the last part. So for a start, I'm gonna go with the auto edge selection. As you can see, my angle is too low. Well, wait, maybe, Let me think about this for a second. How I wanna cut this. We don't wanna cut. Maybe we do this strip right here. Because this is very small. And if the polygons are too small, they can cause problems with the baking. So you don't want to have too small islands. Like that. Maybe we should lower our angle to like 45. Not even. Maybe 40? Yes. Like that. So this is almost done. I'm gonna deselect that. And I'm gonna deselect this one. Yes, we're gonna do the same here. Like that. There we go. This is looking rather fine, I would say. So cut that. So one island. This one doesn't really matter that much because it's the lower one. Hold on a bit. There we go. Let's see if there's any obvious errors. It is like this. If there's anything else. Let's make a cut here and turn this into a strip. It should look better. Like that. This is looking rather good. Oh, we need a cut here as well, because there's a shift in the angle of the surface. So we want to be able to see that in our shading. And let's see how this island looks like. It's okay, I guess. And we should cut here as well. This part out on its own. Like that. Oh, we have some additional angles, edges, which we don't want to cut. Did we make the same cut here? We did. So let's do it the same. As I said before, you have to be consistent about your cuts. You want them symmetrical if things are symmetrical, so we're gonna do it like that. So let's, oops. I'm confusing my key bindings with 3ds Max. Hide that. This is looking fine. Like that. Okay, there's a small island here. Oh, that's the one. Okay. That's fine. So what happened here? Wait, let me check. There is... Oh, okay. Makes sense. So I want to keep this maybe as a strip. Or I don't. Yeah, I do, because this is a nice beveled edge, so we're gonna keep it as a strip. And then we're gonna unwrap this whole thing as one island. Which is not the prettiest island, but we're gonna straighten it so it's gonna look better. Hide it. This is a strip, so we need to make an additional cut. So we can flatten it. Like that. This is rather fine, I think. Oh, as you can see, we want this as a strip, so... Oh, come on. Yeah. Come on. Oh, okay. Then let's do it like that. So we can divide this into additional islands. Why is this so small? Doesn't matter. So single island. Hopefully this is going to work out. Wait, let me just scale this a bit so I can see what's going on. So we have some overlapping here. Because we should divide it like that. Yes, hide it. I'm gonna leave this for now because we have to fix this part. We already hide it, so I'm gonna do it when I unhide everything. So this is an obvious one, rather simple. Maybe we should. Now this is gonna be good, I think. It's a pretty long strip. You don't want to have too long islands because they're gonna take a lot of space, which you can't bend them, you can hide them in other holes or anything like that. So long islands can be a problem sometimes. I'm gonna weld this and see how this goes. We're gonna need a strip somewhere, so let's cut it here like that. Let's see what happens. Yes, like that. Should be fine. So again, same thing. Auto edges to select random edges. So not random, but the angle is different, so you have to do it by hand like that. these guys. Like that. What else? This one and this one. Excuse me. No, it's fine. There we go. Getting closer and closer with each click. There we go. So these guys are simple ones. Just flat islands. Like that. Nothing special about them. Same thing. And let's see, is this flipped? Hopefully not. I'm gonna cut right here, make a strip. Like that. This is fine. This is fine. Maybe we should weld this like that. There we go. Now, what else? Like that. This one is good. We don't need to make any additional cuts here. Like that. Let's see what else. I just want to get stuff out of the way so we can select everything and then just back everything, because these edges on top are good, I think. So like that. Yeah, this is fine. This part is fine. This part is fine. We don't want to select that one, but let's invert selection. UOP, that one. There we go. You see how many islands we get. Kind of sucks, but that's the only way to unwrap the Picatinny rail, because it's made out of small islands, so it's the only way to go. Like that. So that's fine. And we're stuck with this part, so let's unhide everything and see where it is. Okay. So we need to weld this and cut here. The same thing we did here. Or? Oh, no. We made a cut. 2 polygons. No, 1 polygon. And we cut here. So let's... Oh, okay. You see why I'm moving stuff in other directions, so you can select stuff you don't need and then select all of these. All of these. There we go. Pretty fast. Hide it. Unhide all. So I think we did everything. I think. I'm still thinking about this one. If we should cut it out, but I don't think so. It should work like this. So I think this one is flipped. Which one is it? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Is it flipped? I don't think so. Or is it? It is. No, wait, this is not the island. Where is my island? Am I missing something? I probably am. So it's been cut around and around. why is this part? Great, we have a problem with this. Since it's not showing. And I'm not sure why it's that. Maybe our topology is flipped. Let me check that in Max real quick. But I don't think it is. It shouldn't be. Yeah, this is the right direction. Interesting. As you can see, you always get some random errors. And this one I'm not sure how to solve, but we'll figure it out. So let's unhide everything. And for now, maybe we could try baking already. Just like that, and then we can fix. We should just straighten the islands. So if you guys want, we could do a test bake right now, or we could go fix the islands and then do the test bake. But I'm really worried about this one, since I've never seen it before, I think. Wait, where is it? Flip. No, it doesn't really help. Why are you like this? Anybody ever encountered this before? Interesting. Let's try to bake and then we'll go back to it. So everything's unwrapped. Let's do a better packing. So let's do margins 10 and spacing 10. 10 mutation, gold, and pack. Be right back. 1 second while it's packing. There we go. As you can see, we have a lot of empty space right here. But it doesn't really matter at the moment because we'll have to repack anyway when we finish the whole model, so this is just for the test purposes. So I'm gonna go with this for now. Let's see how it goes. Oh, there we go, some issues. Some issues. Which one is it? Oh, it's you. So how can we solve this nicely? We can tell it to have a nice straight edge. Maybe that's gonna... wait, which one was it? Yeah, T. Okay, that sucks. That's not what we wanted. Let me check something. Orientation. So yeah, we'll have to assign stuff to this. So this will have to be vertical. Oops. This will have to be horizontal. And I'm gonna make you and you horizontal, vertical, vertical. So yeah, now there's no overlapping. Like that. like that. So let's pack. Let's see if there's any more overlaps. There is some probably, but let's pack it like this and try to bake. See what we get. Almost done. There we go. So let's save this. Save as. Let's save an OBJ and let's save an FBX as well, because sometimes it can get bugged. So let's have a look. Let me select the. No, let's open this in the new Max. It's gonna be easier. Hopefully no exporting errors today. Last time we had a problem with exporting high poly. Hopefully not gonna happen again. But we will see. Max likes to bug out. Come on, come on. Come on. Like that. Okay. So import. I am expecting an error on OBJ, but let's see. Maybe it works. Probably not. There we go. An error. So this is why we made an FBX. This one works. The smoothing groups are broken, but doesn't matter. Select them all. Select them all. Not the smoothing groups. The normals and the smoothing groups are broken, so you gotta edit normals. Select all. Unify them. No, unify them first. Unify them. Eh? Why is this? Why is this? Oh my god. I hate you. Oh, everything's flipped, I think. So we're breaking, unifying. Oh, of course. There we go. Like that. Convert it to edit poly. Let's see if there's an error here. There's not, so I don't know what happened to this island. Doesn't matter now. Let's just set one smoothing group to everything. That, and let's name stuff. So we're gonna call this middle rail low. Call this stock low. Well, not stock, we have stock already, so middle part, whatever, doesn't matter. This is handle, or maybe grip. Grip. Part low. Grip. Screw. Screw. Low. Like that. Trigger low. Under. Trigger low. Release low. spacer, low, screw. What is this? I don't know. Let's just call it pipe point low, screw pipe low, handle facing low, handle release one low, and handle this part 2 low, like that. And this is the whatever button low. Let's call it button 1, and this can be button 2. Like that. I think everything is named. Let's have a look. Oh, we got something. Oh, there we go. Switch. So everything is named. I'm just gonna screenshot this fast so I don't have to check for names all the time. Like that. So let's group this. Let's group this and call it middle low, like that. Okay. Now what we can do is I have to hide the low poly first, like that. Then we have to rename the high poly, and then we have to export everything. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully better. A button, hide the button, and button 2. The switcher, and the spacer, and the screw, another screw, like that, and the inner parts of the stock, of the grip. I think that's everything. Yeah, like that. Okay, now we have to attach stuff for the baking. So this part is good on its own, so I'm gonna send it over to my other Macs like this. So this is grouped. I can hide this. Let's start importing. So this part is called, oh, it's already named. Great. Let's see, what was it? Middle rail high, like that. Let's convert it to poly. And let's save this first, so we don't lose it. Wrapped like that. Okay, this part is good. Hide it. Let's continue. Hide it here as well. So this was, what did we say? Button 1 high. This was button 2 high. What else? Trigger high. This was under trigger, I think. Let me check. Under trigger high. We have to join this to single poly. That. This was switch high. So we're naming this because of the baking. It's gonna be easier in Painter to bake like this. So all of this is named. I'm gonna send it over. Let's see, everything's named correctly. Switch button 1, 2, trigger high, under trigger low. Yeah, this is fine. There we go. Hide it. Now hide it here as well. So this boy has to be joined. Convert it to poly. Attach everything like this, and this was called release. So let's call it release high. This was, what was it? Grip. Grip part high. Like that. And this was grip screw high. So let's convert that to poly as well. Like that. Send it over. Oh, we got a cylinder here. Oh, this is great. There we go. So what's the cylinder? Oh, I think it was parented, so that's why it got sent as well. Like that. Grip screw high, grip part high. High. Hide it. Hide it as well. We have to make this one poly. Oh, great. I love it when it turns black. Let's see if we can fix it. Hopefully it works. Whoa, 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 whoa. Give me a second. Let's use scanline for this because it just works better. Just the standard material. Oh great, this is still high. Great. It's always when you convert stuff to poly. So this is an imported STL and it causes problems sometimes with normals. We'll see if it bakes correctly. If not, we'll just re-import it. So this was, what was this? Just a second. What's the name? I can't find it. Oh, of course, grip. Well, grip high. So that was grip high. This was grip part high. And this was grip screw high. Like that. So let's convert this to poly. Hopefully it doesn't turn black. Didn't turn black, so why this part did? Let me check something first. It sometimes does this. I don't know why. There we go. Now it's not black anymore. Excellent. Because why not? So we said this was grip high. So let's send it over. All three. Like that. It's a tedious process, takes a while, but gotta do it anyway, so I can hide it. Some of these edges on my high poly are too hard, so if the bake doesn't turn out nicely, I will just I'll probably use Houdini's nice chamfered edges material to bake my high poly. We'll see how it goes. So this was handle. Okay, AC high. This was handle release one high. Let's just like this. It's gonna be faster. Oops. Like that. So handle casing. Release 1, release 2. Good, 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 good. There we go. We can send it over. Okay, looking good. Let's continue. So this is our last part. I'm gonna hide this. We're not gonna bake this today. So this is not included in this tutorial. We called this, what was it? Spacer high. We should just copy paste this. So let me send this over. Okay. And now I can hide it, and now I can attach everything that's left. All these small screws. This one as well. Hopefully it's not gonna make... You know what? We could fix this a bit. So let's convert it to poly first. Hopefully it's not gonna break our normals. Like that. Because we don't need the middle part for baking. It could only cause problems with ambient occlusion or something, so that's good. This one as well, we have to do the same thing. We basically just want our floaters here. Yes, we want the floaters like that. And I think this is ready. Let me attach everything. Hopefully nothing turns black. Yay, nothing is black. That's wonderful to see. And now this was the, what was it? Middle part. Hopefully. Let's unhide and let me check something, if there's something missing. Like screws here. Nope. So yeah, this is the last piece we need to send over. So let's send it over. And hopefully we can export this in one go. That would be wonderful. There we go. So let's unhide all. Let's select our low poly and hide it first. We got this part which we don't need. And now let's convert all of this to editable poly once more, just in case. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Nothing's black. Looks rather good. So I'm gonna save this. And we can start exporting. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we can export that. Let's try. I think this is fine. Animation is off. Let's see what happens. Because last time I left it overnight to export and it took him like half an hour to export an FBX like this. I don't know why. But it did. As you can see, it's not responding, which is great. If we export OBJ, it's not gonna work properly, I think. So I'm just gonna leave it for a while, just like a couple of minutes, maybe something happens. Probably not. I can't remember how I solved this problem last time. Not sure, I think I just left it overnight and it worked. I'm not really sure. It's always the FBX. Maybe we can... yeah, I don't have a ZBrush here. How can I do this? I don't know why it breaks down like this every time. Let's give it a couple of more moments, maybe something happens, but I don't think so. Good thing we saved. It's always the FBX causing problems. Yes, it's going white. Lovely. Right. 0. That sucks. I don't know why this happens every time when I'm streaming. I'm gonna kill this max for now. But I'm not sure if I can show you the bake today then, because I don't have the high poly of this part. I export it as a separate FBX. We can try OBJ, but I don't think it's gonna work. Let me just try to figure it out.
Hello guys, as again I'm remaking this last part of the video because of the problems with export import. So I have imported everything we have done so far and baked it already, so you can see. As you can tell, I have two different layers of materials, so I don't have to change my UVs at the moment. I will do it later when I finish the whole model. So I just wanted to put down some basic paint just to break up the rifle so we can see better what we have done so far. As you can see, I have changed my high poly model a bit in Houdini with some rounded edge magic, and it bakes like a charm now. It looks much better than before. Nothing is so hard. I'll probably do something later with this part as well, because this hard edge is really too hard, this one. Although it's not seen, but still too hard, so it bugs me. So let's get started with the stock part as before. Wait, let me just first save this thing like this. So I'm just gonna put down a couple of basic materials, nothing special. I'm not gonna paint anything because everything's gonna get redone anyway, so there's no point of me doing the high quality painting because the UVs are gonna change, so it's not gonna work anymore. But yeah, so we're waiting at the moment. Here we go. This has been saved, so let's go with some basic stuff. So for the start, I'm gonna put down, let's see. I'm just gonna go start with a rubber part, which is the back part. I'm gonna use the plastic rubber, smart material for this. So we gotta wait for it to fill out. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong part. It should be right here. There we go. Like that. Okay, now let's add a black mask to this and then add paint. We're gonna turn on the symmetry for now. Just a second. Where's my symmetry? What am I missing? Oh, there we go, of course. Yeah, they should be fine. I'm gonna turn on the orthographic view, which is this, for easier masking. There we go. I'm gonna use a harder brush and break down the size a bit down, and use white paint for this. You know what, I'm just gonna do this really quick. It's not gonna be over complicated. Like that, and then go down until here, like that. Looks fine. Just gonna do this part really quick. We can bring our brush size a bit down, like that, and then there we go. Almost good. So yeah, like that. And let's edit this one as well. I should use probably softer brush, but I'll not now because it doesn't matter. We'll be changing UVs later because we'll have to do a big pack of everything in a one single UV space, because I'm only allowed to use one material. Well, the game Res model has to use only one material in game, so I can have multiple maps, so we'll just have to redo it anyway. So yeah, maybe we can abuse the UV island polygon filled. There we go. Whoops, not like that. Oh. We'll just paint it in. It's gonna be faster. What did we select here? Like that. Works like a charm. So this looks fine, the symmetry did the work, so that's great. So we just have to paint this in. Standard brush, so we can just put a big size. Because this is not we don't have a cut here in our UV space, so I'll just have to paint it by hand. But it's not a problem. You can just use enormous brushes here. Should be fine. Here we go. Almost done. Like that. Is this good? It looks good. Oh, we forgot this one. Sometimes it won't register a click, so it doesn't fill it out. Usually it does work. So. Okay, so this is our base rubber material. Great, we have the mask, which is great. Now we can put down, let's take steel gun matte material. This one we're gonna use it on our only on this part, like that. Okay, that looks good. Yeah. And then we can add some sort of plastic. So plastic armor matte as well. Black mask, pick color selection, pick color, blue color, which is the lower part. And now we can add I think this is also some sort of plastic, but it's not this one. We're gonna use the maybe plastic dirty scratched. We'll see how that looks. Oh wow, yeah, of course. This could be a problem. What is this? I have never seen this. What did I just activate? Oh my god. I have never seen this. I don't know what this is. Or how do I deactivate it? Oh, please don't crash. Manipulator size. Let's just remove that for now. Turn off the symmetry because we don't need it. As you can see, this is a problem. Color selection, add paint, white paint. Oh great, because of the UV island. Okay, doesn't matter. So let's go again with what was it? Was it plastic armor matte? This one. So add black mask and then add color selection and again pick the blue part. There we go. Close this down. And now we can use plastic dirty. Such a dirty plastic. Yeah, like that. And we're gonna just change the color of the plastic to black. Oof. Okay, this will need. Okay, now let's not use this preset. Let's use maybe plastic glossy. Not the blue one. Let's just use the dark one. Like that. And we can change the roughness to something not so shiny. As you can see, this hard edge is very, very hard and it looks really bad. So we'll have to change that eventually. Base color could go down a bit, maybe like that. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with this for now. Doesn't matter anyway, everything is black anyway on this rifle, so most of the parts. So let's add something here. Let's have a look. So this is probably some sort of rubber, I think, or hard plastic, I'm not sure. So maybe I can use the same plastic rubber in this part. Now it's gonna look weird, but let me have a look in my library what I got. Plastic used, rubber dry, rubber tire. Maybe plastic used. So let's switch to middle part. Plastic used. This one. Add a black mask. And then use the color selection for this part. Like that. Okay. Base plastic. This should be black as well. And maybe roughness a bit less. Yeah, it doesn't matter the stains, the repetitiveness and everything. Doesn't really matter that much for now, because this is just a placeholder. So as you can see, there are some errors like this one, and that's because my low poly has to be separated just a bit, as you can see as well here. but we're gonna do that in max when I'm done painting, so it doesn't really matter for now. I know it's not a baking error, it's just a matter of overlapping stuff, so it's okay. Let me add the same steel gun. What was it? Steel gun painted? Or matte? I'm not sure. I think it's with this one. Yeah, let's use black mask, paint, not paint, sorry. Use the color selection, pick color, red, use the color. Like that. As you can see, this is all generated edge wear, so it's repetitive and it's very uniform. So we're gonna avoid that painting by hand, but we're not gonna paint by hand today, so it's fine. Oh, this is the part we skipped in our modeling, so kind of causes errors, but we can adjust that. I'm gonna write it down and we can adjust it in our final unwrapping. This part as well, as you can see, it has a lot of distortion because Substance Painter is really bad at baking, so I'll have to set up a script in Substance Designer and then adjust all of the bad projections. Let's go back to our perspective view so we can see better. As you can see, this needs a bit more depth, and this one has a distortion as well, so we'll fix that eventually. So let's add some more presets. Maybe plastic armor, black mask, color selection. So we need this, we need this, and we need this. I think this part as well, this part as well, like that. This is a bit too matte, so I'm gonna switch it up a bit so it kind of looks alike at least. So yeah, roughness 0.9, that's unrealistic, so maybe a bit higher like that, maybe even more. I don't know, I'm not looking at the reference at the moment, I'm just doing it by eyeballing it. So yeah, what else? We need something like steel, or maybe give me a second. Steel dark age. Maybe this baby right here. Black mask. Color selection. Maybe something like that, I'm not even sure. We could use this one as well for that. Yup, we forgot to add this part, and this part, the plastic. And we could, for the main part, we could use maybe, happens with the painted one. Let's have a look. Oh, this is a bit too rough, but it doesn't really matter. As I'm saying, this is only the placeholder, so it doesn't matter. Whatever we pick, we can make it rainbow if you want to, which we're not going to do, but we can maybe lower the height a bit if it's available here. I'm not even sure. Histogram, what's left to change? Not much. Oh, it's not this one, it's the scratches one. And it's one of these fills. Height, histogram position. No, it's not that. It's not that. But it is that. So roughness, opacity, metallic, custom grunge. No. Technical. Let's see. Height position. If this is going to affect stuff. Maybe just lower it. It doesn't really work with these lock nodes that much. Maybe we can lower the range so it's not popping out so much. Yeah, this all looks really wrong because the materials are not right. I think I'm missing this part in my bake because the normals are not good and this is too hard. So I'm writing that one as well, so we don't forget in our final one. And this gotta be some sort of steel scratched, maybe. I think it is, but it's not so glossy. Black mask. You want to try to add your black mask as soon as possible so it doesn't apply everything. It doesn't apply the material to the whole thing. You can prevent the loading. The color. This one. Ooh, I like this one. But it shouldn't be so glossy. So we're gonna lower that a bit. Oh, there we go. Q shift normal. Oh, wait. Wait, seriously? I cannot change. I can't even change the basic stuff. Oh, there we go. Roughness value. So roughness should be a bit rougher. Maybe like that. And we can even add the screw to this as well. You know what? I'm gonna add this part as well to this, and I'm gonna remove this part. Yeah, it looks something like this. I'm not really sure. I'm not checking it out. Oh, yeah, we're missing then. We're missing not that, but this one. So there we go. As you can see, all of our UVs are working perfectly. Nothing is stretched. Okay, this has a different. This really looks bad. This is the worst part. So maybe we could switch that. So what was it? Not this one. It's this one. So let's remove that and add this part right here. No, I'm not gonna use that. We're gonna add another one. So we can delete this one and we can add, for instance, rubber tire. Let's see how it looks. Black mask, color selection, pick color, this color, and then we can assign these guys as well to the equation, like that. Yeah, this is all wrong, I know, but as said 20 times before, doesn't really matter at the moment. We can maybe just... Oh no, it's not this height. It's to where one level high. There we go. Maybe like that. And yeah, as you can see, all is fine so far. The Picatinny rail is baking perfectly, which is very important and sometimes hard to do because you have to really soften those up. But yeah, from this perspective it looks really nice. I like it. So yeah, this is it for the current part. We're continuing on Friday, so 11th of January at 8 p.m. So be there or be a big giant square, and see you guys then.